Welcome to Tell Me Something Good, the podcast where we shine a light on the incredible ways Christ Greensboro is sharing God's boundless love with our community and beyond.
Yeah, that's right. From inspiring mission projects to heartwarming stories of generosity and service, we're here to celebrate the good news happening right here at Christ Greensboro.
I'm Lori Gray.
And I'm Robert Joe. Together we'll dive into the ministries, partnerships, and people that are making a difference every single day.
So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let us tell you something good. Hello, Rojo.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm laughing because this is like take number 3.
Take number 3. Got a phone call. I was talking during the intro last time.
Here we are. It's been a minute because
we are glad to be here.
Yeah, because I have not been here very much in the past week, and I've missed you very much.
Well, Lori is now feeling better. She sounds better.
Still a little stuffy, but you know.
But sounds better than where you were.
Yes, much better.
Good.
Much
we're
better.
Glad to have you back.
Yes, I was very sad to miss last Wednesday.
Yes. Tell me something good, you mean?
Well, yes. Go ahead. Tell us your something good.
So my something good for last week is the fact that...
Good in a couple of ways, I'll say.
Yes. So a couple of years ago when I first joined the staff, I was talking with Lori and Pastor Morris and other members of staff just about my dad's, what do you call it? Like home cooking sort of stuff. And so,
yes.
For those of you who don't know, my dad is of Chinese origin. My grandparents, his parents, immigrated to the States in the late 40s, and they lived here until their passing. And so I am very proud of my Chinese roots and where we've come from. And the fact is that we don't necessarily celebrate Lunar New Year in our family, but during COVID, it was a really fun way for our family that was in our own little bubble, not extended family. But Lunar New Year was something that we could celebrate together. Mm-hmm. So we decided in 2021 that we would start having this meal together. And so it kind of turned into also being a part of the church's first Wednesday staff lunch. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So once a month we have a all staff meeting for those of you who are listening, and there is also a meal provided. So sometimes someone cooks, sometimes someone
makes arrangements to bring it in,
caters it in, whatever.
Yeah.
So my dad made some very, very good Chinese food for lunch last Wednesday.
And you were so kind to bring me some,
drop
it on my porch. It was so delicious.
And that's the kind of food that honestly, it's not as good, but it's not, it's a really good leftover. There's some leftovers that are not good. That food is good leftover. It's good cold.
It's so delicious, yes. So the first year, our first year together, I got invited to go have Lunar New Year with your family.
Oh, yeah,
remember?
At my uncle's house. Uh-huh.
Yes, and I got a red envelope and everything. And we sat there and I almost cried. Remember, I was so emotional because it reminded me so much of when I went, because my dad, when I graduated from college, my dad took me to Taiwan and Hong Kong. And so Robert's uncle's house, they have this giant round table with a big Lazy Susan in the middle, which is how we ate when I was over there, right? Whenever we went out to dinner, I mean, that was, and I loved it so much. And you just pile all the food on there, and you spin it around, and you just grab all the yummy stuff out. And it was, so when I walked in and I saw that, I teared up a little bit. It was very, I don't know, I loved it so much. So we talked about that, and I was like, oh, your dad was talking about making dumplings, and their dumplings are so good. And that's where we decided, we should do that for the staff. And so your dad and your Uncle Mike came and worked in the kitchen, and Dana and Andy came and helped them make the dumplings, and we had it was just so much fun. Well, this year I missed it, and I was sad, but you were gracious to bring me leftovers.
Well, and I feel, and this is partially based on a book that I've recently read, but I know I recently read.
You read a book?
I know. I knew where this was going.
Sorry. Okay.
But, I believe that food is such a spiritual thing. It's such a it's such a wonderful way to connect and to build community. And so for me, knowing these foods that my grandmother made for our family years and years gone by, it's just really cool to have that experience and be able to share our culture and our family history with the staff.
I'm all about learning about some culture and different cultures, different religions. I love. I mean,
Sure.
all of it. Just anything. It's just I just absorb it all, just soak it all in.
Yes.
Makes me so happy. So I was sad to miss.
Well, tell me your something good.
My something good this week was, well, as you know, I had the influenza.
Yes.
It was really only terrible one day. I mean, I was sick for 4 days, but only one of those was terrible. But I was, I ran the fever on Thursday, and my tell me something good was I was able to be here on Sunday.
Sure.
And it was a beautiful day to stand outside and greet. And we had our Discover Christ Greensboro class, and we had a lot of people in there, and we got to do the tour, and everybody was super excited. And one of the themes of the day in that class was, which always makes me so happy, and our congregation does such a great job of hospitality, that everybody in there, because we're like, how did you come to Christ Church? Blah, and they were like, we had visited churches, we came here, and everybody is so warm and welcoming, and that is just a testament to the people here at the church.
Sure.
It is just a great community of faith, and so that was my tell you something good. I told you, I tell you, tell me, tell you, tell me.
I'll listen either way. I don't care how you phrase it.
You're just looking at me like I'm crazy, and I got the crazy hair today, by the way. You can't see me, y'all, but we're recording this on Tuesday morning. So this is actually for those of you who listen to this on our radio station. You know that today is rainy and cold, and there's a threat of freezing rain, and who knows what's going to happen. So whenever it's a rainy day, I just don't do anything to my hair, so I look like I just got the crazy hair going on, and that's why you're looking at me like that.
No, I'm just trying to.
You are. That's what. It's fine. I don't care.
I'm trying to focus. My ADD is running wild today.
It is?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. So, in other news, we have 2 really fun things that I wanted to share with you coming up soon.
Tell me, I love fun stuff.
I think that we've already talked about them, but they're definitely worth sharing again. The first one is that we have a beginner handbell ensemble that will be beginning soon. Wow, I said that 5 times fast. February 16th through March 30th. It is going to be intergenerational, so that means anybody from 2nd grade and up is welcome to participate. This is a great opportunity for families, for friends, for everybody.
It's going to be so much fun.
It's going to be great, and you don't have to be able to read music to do this, I've been told. Because I was like, I'm not going to go.
Are you going to do it?
Music. I'm considering it.
Not me.
I really, really love the idea of
start laughing, I'll call.
Doing something like that. I just 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. on Sundays in the choir room. And then the second one is we have, in the same vein, we have our combined concert with Westminster Presbyterian Church and Oak Ridge Presbyterian Church. It is going to be hosted here at Christ Greensboro. It is called Transfigured Light, a concert featuring Illuminare. I cannot read.
Illuminare.
And anthems from other people, such as Handel. So that is Sunday the 23rd, so not this week, but next. And again, it is here on our campus at 410 North Holden Road, and that is 3 p.m. in our sanctuary.
All right, I need to backtrack just a second on this coming Sunday, because you said, are you gonna do handbells? Are you making that commitment right here on the air?
I'm not making any commitments. I'm just saying I'm interested in it.
Okay, I will not be there. You want me to tell you why?
Sure.
There's a full day Sunday. For those of you listening and interested, here we go. Get ready. So we have church, of course. And then immediately after church, we have our Puerto Rico mission trip interest meeting. So we are putting together a mission trip to Puerto Rico next year. Very excited about it. But that is immediately following our 11 o'clock service in the youth building. And so Pastor Katie, Pastor Garrett, and myself will be there. Because, back in August, I went on the fact-finding mission.
Yes.
And so we're going to be talking to folks about the potential of that. And so then immediately following that is our Gen X meetup from 2 to 4, and that's going to be at a new place called George's Garage.
Okay.
And that is, it's where the old Pryor Brewing was, and there was a really cute little market there that closed.
Yeah. Okay.
It's beside Machete.
Okay.
Over on Battleground near Joymongers. If any of you know that area, Deep Roots Market, that whole section. And so I'm going to be busy from 8 a.m. to
You're going to be buzzing
4 or
around.
5, I don't know when. But anyway, so I will not be able to be at the Handbells. Plus, I get really nervous about performing musically like that in front of a group because if you recall last year for the talent show, the staff learned.
I was not there.
Yeah, I know you weren't. I'm upset about it, but it's okay. I got over it.
All right, Carole King. We knew you were in pageants singing Carole King music.
I did not sing Carole King music. I got my red lipstick on today too, by the way. If y'all are curious, I'm very pageanty, except for my hair.
Very pageanty, except for my hair.
Except for my hair. So we learned that we did a recorder song. I don't remember what we did. Morris was really good. Nikki led us because Nikki's she's musically like that. And so she helped us, and some of us practiced, not me, which is why I did not do very well. So I kind of faked it at the talent show.
Sure.
But Lynn did great, and Amberly did great, and Crystal did, not me, but everybody else did great. But I will not be, I got too nervous with the recorder, and I couldn't do
nervy.
it. It made me nervy. And so there's no way I'd do Handbells because I would probably be playing when I shouldn't be.
Well, there you have it.
Sorry, that was a really
all the information you didn't know you needed.
That was a whole lot of nonsense just a stream of consciousness. Sorry, y'all, but here we are. Look, Robert's going to get us back on track. Here we go.
Here we go. So we have Lunch Bunch this February. Of course, we have it every month for the most part. And
they're playing bingo this week.
They're playing bingo. That's what I was going to say. So be sure to bring a prize or two for the prize table if you plan on attending. And that registration can be made online or by calling the church office. That lunch begins at 11:45 a.m. And it is a $10 fee for that catered lunch. So,
and it's delicious.
Who doesn't love a little community and some bingo?
You know what else is this month?
What's that?
The Kids Consignment Sale.
Okay.
So it is
Tell me
back.
more.
Yes. So if you're not familiar with our Kids Consignment Sale, it used to be, it still is. It's a huge deal. We packed the gym full of clothes that people, they come in and consign. They receive 60% of the sales price, and it's our consigners and volunteers get to shop on Thursday night, and then Friday is our public sale, and it starts at 9:30, I believe. I think that's right. And then Saturday morning is the half price sale, so people can mark their items to be sold at half price.
Yeah.
And so that's Saturday morning. So this is the pre-sale for consigners and volunteers is Thursday, February 27th. The 28th is the public sale, and March 1st, that Saturday, is the half-price sale, and that, I believe, starts at 8:30 in the morning. So you got to get up early to get your good deals. It'll be awesome. If you want more information, you can visit kidsconsignmentsale.com, and that's consignment with a K. Kids Consignment Sales. Cute, right?
I like it.
Say it's cute.
It's cute.
It's cute. Okay. What else do we have? The grief group started last week. But if you're interested, this happens on Sundays from 2:30 to 4. You can still join this week. After this week, the group's going to be closed. So if you would like to join that, again, it's every Sunday for 6 weeks. They started this past week, but you have one more Sunday, this coming Sunday, to join them, 2:30 to 4 in Community Room A.
Yeah.
Of course, if you want more information, you're welcome to contact Pastor Nikki or Marge Burge. You can find Pastor Nikki's contact information on our website at christgreensboro.org under our staff tab. So anyway, we would love, if that is something that you are struggling with, if you've recently lost someone and are just really struggling with that, this is a great group to join and walk alongside some other people going through the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So, like Lori just said, our goal in this is just to offer space for you to have your own feelings and kind of process those emotions and know that you're not alone in that. I think that so many times, like when we go through something hard, it can be easy to isolate ourselves, at least in my own personal life. And so to have this opportunity and this, ability to find community in those hard times, I think is so important. So
it is very
we're
important.
grateful to Marge and to those who are a part of it.
It's helpful to know that there are other people experiencing the same things.
Sure. Sure.
Anyway. Oh, wow. I'm like tired all of a sudden. Is it the weather? There was something else I was going to say, and now it has completely slipped in my mind. 1, 2, 3.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to remember what I was going to say. I looked we have our bulletins here just to help us in case we get lost in our thoughts like I do. One other thing, I was on Facebook this morning, as I do, which I shouldn't do as much. But anyway, and there was a call out they're still needing so much help in Western North Carolina. And we've sent 2 teams recently up to Western North Carolina to help. But what's coming up on February 22nd, there is a upcoming emergency response training at Matthews United Methodist Church in Louisville. Again, it's on February 22nd, February 15th at Matthews and February 22nd at Louisville United Methodist Church. Sorry. If you're interested in that, you can contact Pastor Katie. They right now, when they send groups up, they would like for most everyone on the team to have that training because it's still pretty rough up there.
Sure.
So that is a really great way to get involved and also to be of assistance going forward because you have that training. And as they start to get things more under control in Western North Carolina, they'll open the groups up to people who don't have that training, but then you could be a leader. So again, if you're interested in learning more about that training, you can contact Pastor Katie. And then the other thing is we need to celebrate. You want to know what we're going to celebrate? This is the other thing I was going to tell. So we had a very passionate member of our congregation. She was very passionate about a canned food drive or food drive. And so a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks, she said our ministry, our missional engagement leadership team, she's on that, and she was like, we need to have a food drive for the Super Bowl. And so all of a sudden, you and I were like, they were like, we got to do this. We got to do this. We want to get 5,000 cans. I think she did it.
I think so too.
Yeah, she has not counted. We don't have a final count yet. Is she coming to count Thursday, maybe?
I think Thursday.
So we'll have the final count on Sunday. But there's so much food.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. And so it's going to benefit Spartan Pantry and A&T's Aggie Pantry. And these sweet college kids, food insecurity, it is a thing.
Sure.
I don't think I didn't have any idea about this type of thing until a couple years ago when we started working with both of those pantries on those college campuses. But it's a big deal.
Sure.
So it's not just our younger members here in Greensboro, but it's these college kids. They're here putting themselves through school. They have the support, they maybe have scholarships to pay for their school stuff, school supplies, the tuition, but they don't have the money for food.
Sure.
And so I think we have surpassed. I think I can confidently say we surpassed.
I would say so because our
5,000.
First week we raised or we collected 3,700 individual items of food, I think, and And from my memory, the floor, like the space in the Missions Cafe, was not nearly as full as it is now.
Yeah.
People just kept bringing, I mean, in the best way, people just kept bringing and bringing and bringing on Sunday. It was really cool to watch.
Even after Sunday service, I got a call.
Yeah.
I got a text message, and one of my friends was like, I got food to drop off. My whole back of my car's full, and I need to bring it in. And she's like, is there a cart in there? And I'm like, well, yeah, but I think it's got food in it. So she emptied the cart out and took it out to her car and loaded it up. And yeah, I mean, it was amazing. So well done, Christ Greensboro.
Yeah,
that was amazing in our flash drive.
Yes, how fun.
Pun intended. Any other things? Anything exciting going on in your life right now? You've got a pimento cheese.
Excuse me?
A pimento cheese needlepoint. Was it pimento cheese?
Yes. I was like, I pimented cheese? Where? I want some.
You stitched it. I saw it on the social medias.
Oh my gosh. Yes. So I'm currently needle pointing some ornaments that I'm going to be gifting to my family for Christmas.
Should I not have said that out loud?
That's okay. That's okay. They don't know who's. And the ornaments moving forward, I probably won't put them on my Instagram stories because they're pretty obvious. Like when you see what it is, it's like, oh, that's for that person, which is great. That means it's super customized. It's very much like their thing, but I just can't risk them knowing before Christmas. So yes, I've been working on a few little Christmas ornaments right now, and I'm stitching those and finding some time in my evenings and early mornings to work on them. So I just finished my pimento cheese canvas. I'm sending it off to be finished. So now I just need to work on, I think 3 or 4 more, which is not that big of a deal. But the reason I'm working on them so early in the year,
yeah,
I know, it's crazy. So if you are in needlepoint or know anything about it, you're stitching the canvas, but then assumptively you're not leaving it on this canvas for forever. Like you take it and make it into an ornament, or you frame it,
or a pillow,
all the things. And so these canvases that I have been stitching, I am not I've tried self-finishing before, and it's not too hard. It's just not something that I enjoy doing, and I would rather pay a professional to do it so I know I'm not going to mess it up. Because if I mess that up, I'd be really upset. I was in a basically one-on-one. It was really one-on-two, but I was in a very private class a couple weeks ago, learning how to finish an ornament, and that's why it went so well, is because I was getting a lot of attention. So I'll need to finish those up soon so that I can send them off to be finished, because it takes a few months for them to come back. So there's just really a high demand.
Okay. All right, one more thing before I let you, because I've just missed you so much, and I used to sit across from you in our office, and I don't get to sit across from you. It makes me sad. So I'm going to keep you in here for another minute. I'm guessing you did not watch the Super Bowl.
No.
Did you? You probably didn't care who won.
No.
I didn't care who won either.
No.
I mean, I'm a Swiftie, but I really didn't care who won. Because you know why? Because Taylor she was an Eagles fan prior to dating Travie, right? Did you know this? Because she's from near the Eagles Stadium.
Okay.
So, I mean, as a Swiftie, you couldn't lose. But also, I saw the Eras Tour in the Philadelphia Eagles Stadium. Yeah. So I feel, I'm like, I love them.
You're like, I got this.
Well, my parents went to, and if y'all already, some people probably already seen this. Anyway, my parents saw the Eagles play in New Orleans back in I think it was 1981, because I'm that old. I was just a wee little girl at that time in 81.
I don't think you were as wee as you say you were.
Yes, I was. Don't call me out. Anyway, but they saw the Eagles play in New Orleans, Super Bowl 15, and so I have that poster. My parents bought the Super Bowl poster when they were there, and so they had it framed and everything. It's really cool because it has the trophy, the Super Bowl trophy, in front of all these brass instruments, and it has Super Bowl 15, and I even still have their tickets.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
That's
so
really
anyway,
cool.
I was like, yeah, I mean, I didn't care who won. And I did. I went over to Andy's house, and we watched I watched till through halftime, which was fun, super fun. Anyway,
Super Bowl was super fun.
Super Bowl is super fun. We had all kinds, like 45 dips. That's all we had were dips.
Love it. Love it.
I love it. I love a dip. Okay. Well, anything else?
I don't think so. I
Are
think
you
we're
grumpy
at the end
today? I feel like you're grumpy.
No, not at all.
That doesn't make noise when you do that because it's not Crystal.
Okay, we're going to sign off. Lori's just trying to find a reason to stay on this podcast. Sorry, y'all. Well, we are so glad that you have decided to spend time with us today. And if you are looking for a church family, a community of faith, we would love to have you. We are located at 410 North Holden Road in Greensboro, North Carolina. And
it would be our favorite if you would come visit us in person.
Yes.
I would be so happy. I would jump up and down and clap my hands.
She does that anyways, but she'll do it for you too.
It's always because I'm always so happy.
I love it.
Most of the time. Yes, and we would love to have you come to worship with us. 9 a.m. Is our contemporary worship service, and 11 a.m. is our traditional worship service. Again, like Rob said, you can visit us at christgreensboro.org to learn about us or whatever you want to learn about our church. Or if you have specific questions or can't find what you're looking for, you can email us at info@christgreensboro.org. You didn't already say that, did you? Okay, good. You said 410 North Holden Road.
I did.
Okay, good. And we hope that you have a safe and joyful week. And stay warm, stay dry, because it's going to be nasty all week.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that, but that's just where we are right now. So find joy in the little things because they're all around you.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.